Hey, what's up everyone? Recently, the mega patch Free for Football Live 25 has been officially released. And so I decided to make a video guide to help you all install this awesome iteration of Pro Evolution Soccer 21 on your computer. On top of that, I will also show you how to get a nice setup going with Stadium's great face pack, immersive camera and the reshape preset, so that you get the most realistic experience. I think this setup will be a fantastic combination that will give you many hours of football fun. I will do my best to go step by step, so that even those of you who are not very knowledgeable in installing modded games or computer can get this to work properly. But first, you might want to know what Mega Patch is. And why should you install it? Well, Mega Patch is basically a big motor pack that adds a lot of immersion, building features to the base game of Football Live 25. You get tons of stuff like improved nets, scoreboards, tons of balls, accessories for players, improved body models, and so on. Then there are functional upgrades, such as overhaul to rosters, improving statistics and uniqueness of star players. Mega Patch also includes Clashman tactics, with unique and fluid tactics for different teams, making every match feel more unique and authentic. Plus, this mod pack also helps with Master League realism, by making your career have more lifelike situations, with proper league results, more realistic trading scenarios, and improve youth development. And if that was not enough, Mega Patch comes with a great gameplay mode, which makes assisted style of play simply exceptional. Oh, not to mention, changed in-game menus and banger soundtrack. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. And basically, Mega Patch is a pack of well-tailored mods, mixed in together for those of us who don't want to install each mod separately on our own. See, making your own Pro Evolution Soccer 21 setup takes a lot of effort, plus tons of trial and error, with mods crashing your game, or simply not being compatible with each other. And here you can just install the Mega Patch, with some few additional downloads, and have a great immersive football experience, without spending a week of your time trying to get your setup sorted out. Now, let's briefly talk about another important question that pops every single time we talk about modding your Pro Evolution Soccer 21, the hard drive space. If you wonder, how much space on your computer will this Mega Patch require, then here is the split. Summing up the space needed to get base game, Mega Patch and the face pack, which I consider to be absolute minimum for a good setup. It will take you approximately 112 gigabytes, and then it depends on the stadium you want to install, which can take anything from 10 to 200 gigabytes. So it's really up to you, okay? With that stuff out of the way, let's get into the step-by-step installation guide for Mega Patch Free on Football Live 25. If you enjoyed this content, then I would highly appreciate it if you drop a like and subscribe to my channel for future videos. This costs you nothing yet helps greatly with my channel to grow and expand on this platform. Alright, first things first, we will need to download and install the core base game. You can download the game with a browser. Download the game, we'll have to go to Smoke Patch website, which you can see right now on the screen. The link to the page should be in the video description, as well on Smoke Patch website. Scroll down to download link section. Open it up, and you will see 11 parts plus one separate file. For update 1.5, we need to download all these files on our computer. To do that, we will use links to MediaFire. Open the first one, then get through all the advertisements until you get to MediaFire site, with blue button to download the file. Now we don't click that blue button, but instead we drag it to link grabber section of J downloader, and just like that, we got the first part of the game ready for downloading. You repeat this process for all the parts, which will take you a few minutes because of the advertised months, and then you click Start the download process. Once download, they got all the parts on your PC. It will also extract it. It's really neat and fast process. So once the game is unzipped on our PC, we install Football Live 25 using this setup file. You can either use default path on your computer or make a custom one. The choice is yours. But there will be some consequences later on when it comes to launching the game. Once the installation of base Football Live 25 is completed, we have to remember about downloading 1.5 update for the game. Make sure you get it, or otherwise Mega Patch won't work correctly on your game. So download update from the Smoke Patch website, where we got our base game from. Install the patch to where you got your game in. Once we are done with Football Live and update installation, it's a really good idea to launch the game to see if everything is working correctly. If everything is fine, we move on to the next step. And that step is installation of Mega Patch free. Go to Reddit post linked in the video's description there. Scroll to download section of the post. Now we will use the GoFile service for downloading, as it allows a smooth process with JDownloader. The cool thing is that the entire Mega Patch is in one zip file, so copy the GoFile link and paste it in JDownloader's link. Grab a window, start downloading, and wait for the process to be completed. Once they download their extracted Mega Patch files, we start the installation process. First, we need to delete entire cider add-ins folder from the base Football Live 25 game. Then we copy all the content of Mega Patch folder to our base game folder and override when asked what to do with existing files. Next, we copy edit file from Mega Patch and go to document/Konami/e Football PES 2021 season update folder. Here we go to 2025 folder and overwrite existing edit file with the one we copied from Mega Patch. Here is one side note that is very important. You can have multiple Football Live 25 versions on your PC. I have, for instance, Fenerbahce Overhaul version 2, which also uses Football Live 25. The problem, however, is that both Fenerbahce and Mega Patch free use the same 2025 folder and specifically that little edit file, which is the rosters database. So if you want to use two separate versions of Football Live 25 on your computer, then make sure to create backups and swap them every time you want to play another version of Motor Packs for Football Live 25. If you don't do that, you will have problems with rosters and your saves. But if you want to use just Mega Patch free, then there's no need to worrying about that. Alright, so we copied edit files to Konami folder. We also copied all data from Mega Patch folder to games installation path. So basically, we got our Mega Patch free installed on our computer. Pretty simple, right? If you installed your Football Live 25 in default installation path, then you can launch it, the Mega Patch free BAT file. If, like me, you install the game and custom path, then you will need to edit Mega Patch BAT file for the game to launch properly. So let me show you how. First, we right-click on megapatch.bat file and then select Edit. This will open text editor there. At the bottom of the text file, you can see the default paths, like C/program files, and so on. I have already replaced mine with the correct path, where I installed the game, and so should you to do that. Go to Windows Explorer, where you have your Football Live 25 installed. Then right-click on folder name in that bar on top of the screen and click Copy Address as text. And then replace the text file path with the correct one that you just copied. Save it, close it, and run Mega Patch BAT file. Now, if you did everything correctly, your game should launch with nice cinematic. And then this starting menu screen that you can see right now. Got it? Great! Congrats! You got Mega Patch installed and running properly. You could leave it here, but the game has so far no real faces of players. So I don't think we are ready just yet. We will now download and install Facebook version 5. from Gondarwan, who is the creator of Megapatch. Here yet again we go to Go File. Download link and copy it for Downloader 2. We paste it in link, rubber window and start the download process and extraction yet again. Once Faceback is extracted, we copy the 3 folders in Life CPK. Then we go to where we installed our game. And there to Cider Add-ons Life. CPK folder and paste all those free folders that we copied of faces just in here. Luckily, we don't have to do anything else to add faces because Megapatch comes equipped with lines inside there, script that already point to those 3 folders, which is quite neat. So here is where you could finish the installation process. You get the base game Megapatch Face Pack installed. I do, however, recommend that you stick with me to proceed with this guide and install optional stuff, such as Stadium's immersive camera and reshade preset. So now, let me show you how to install Stadiums to our game. Stadiums are the most flexible aspect of this installation process, as the choice of Stadiums depends completely on your personal preferences. You can install Stadiums made by Megapatch Creator or download other versions from places like Ever. Web from the choice is yours personally. From Megapatch installation, I like adding Stadiums from Megapatch Creator. These consist of English, Italian, Spanish and German stadiums, as those are the leagues that I play the most. And all 4 of these leagues take approximately 66 gigabytes of additional space on my hard drive. For the purpose of this video, I will show you how to install Spanish stadiums and Italian ones as well. If you understand how to add these stadiums for those 2 leagues properly, then you can replicate this process for any additional league later on. So to start, we go to Reddit post with stadium links. We scroll down and down until we find download links for different leagues. We click on torrent file for Spanish stadiums and download the pack with torrent client of our choice. Unzip the file and you should have Stadium Silver folder. We copy the content of this folder and then go to folder where we install the football Live 25 game here. Go to Cider Add-ons then Content and find Stadium Server. You will probably have some Brazilian stadium here. I personally deleted all files from here, just not to mix it up when it comes to my pink. Then you can paste your Spanish stadium data in here. After the copying is done, download the Italian stadiums using Downloader or your browser. Once downloaded, extract the Z file. Open the data, find the Stadium Server folder, and copy the Italy folder. Then paste it into your game Stadium Server folder, next to the Spain folder. That's a lot of folders, isn't it? Important thing to note, do not copy other mapping files. This is important, as we will have to edit mapping files manually, and not just copy-paste the entire file. Also open Map Teams 3XD file in Italian Stadium folder. Here, you want to copy all the lines starting from hashtag Italy like you can see right now on the screen. Do the same for Map Competitions TXT file by copying the relevant content of the file from Italian folder to the main game file. And that's how we added Italian stadiums to Spanish. Once this process of adding the specific folder with stadiums and then adding relevant mapping lines to map files is how we make sure the game knows which stadium is attached to which team or competition. If you want to add more stadiums in the future, just follow this process and everything should work just fine. Alright, moving on, we will install immersive broadcast camera settings. This is completely optional, as Megapatch Free contains already custom camera angles. But personally, I really get attached to specific broadcast camera angle that you can see in many of my videos. So I will show you how you can install it, if you want to. First, download broadcast cam file from videos. Description link, then copy it to Cider Add-ons and Modules folder where you install the game. There will be file already existing. So either buck it up in case you don't like my settings, or just override it, choice is yours. Next, you will have to make sure to select Broadcast Camera in the game's camera settings menu. And that's basically it. You got the immersive camera installed. Okay, lastly, I will show you how to install Reshade on your football Live 25 and how to use my Reshade preset. I think this preset makes the game look much better. Colors are deeper and saturation is a little bit toned down to make the game look more like real-life match. First, we will need to download the Reshade program. You have to visit the Reshade website and download the latest version of the program. Then we have to download the Reshade preset file, which you should find in my video's description. Next, open the Reshade setup file that you just downloaded. Then browse and select PS 2021 .exe file from the game's main folder. Then click Next and select DirectX 10/11/12. And proceed to the next window. The game will ask you which shaders and effects you want to install. Click Browse and look for the Reshape preset file, which you downloaded. This will allow the program to select relevant effects to install, based on the preset that we will use. Click Next and let the installation process finish. Now you should move your preset file into your main game folder. And that's it. You got your Reshade set and preset installed. So now let's make the finishing touches. Let's start by making shortcut for Megapatch B80 file. For our convenience, right-click on the Megapatch FreeBat file. Then select Send to Desktop. Next go to Desktop and right-click on the newly created shortcut and select Properties. Here we select Shortcut window and go to Advanced. Click Run as Administrator. This is important as running the game without administrator rights may result in bugs and issues with some mods and twigs. Now apply the settings and rename the shortcut to however you want it to be. Now run the game via this new shortcut. If you see this icon popping on your bar, then it means Cider has been launched successfully, which is great news. Once the game launches, you will know that Reshade is installed. If you see this bar with info on top of the screen, you can press Home button to launch Reshade menu. Here you want to make sure you have my Reshade preset selected. You also want to make sure that you get Performance mode enabled for optimal performance of the game. If you press spacebar, then Cider console should appear on the screen. If it happens, great. You get modes running with your game. But if nothing pops after pressing spacebar, then Cider is not running properly. And you have probably messed up some step in installation process, and that's it, my friend. You get Megapatch installed on your football Live 25. Enjoy the game and the wealth of mods that come with it. The amount of work that went into Megapatch is huge. And it's visible, I think. Megapatch is a great solution for those of you who want to play the game with assisted controls, without much hustle in setting up mods, and also without the game occupying like 300 gigabytes. There are some issues with Megapatch re-release, and as I heard from the creator of the Megapatch, he's planning to release 3.1 version is somewhere in February, so the installation process may get additional step of installing the new update on top of it. For now, that's all, and I hope that this video guide was useful and clear in how to get everything downloaded and installed on your computer. If you enjoyed